So we do have those watches that are in place for areas like Baker, Union, Bradford counties, but they do extend now out toward coastal southeast Georgia and even western Duval and western Clay. We'll get to those in just a moment. The warnings, though, remember, a little farther to the west where we have seen those watches come into play earlier this morning. Man, I looked at the clock and I said, holy cow, it's already noon. It definitely flies by when there's a lot to track, including all of the tropical elements that comes into the meteorology with Elsa here. Now, we do have this storm that's really impacting the Florida Keys right now, also southwestern Florida with some heavy storms in play at this point. We are expecting some gradual intensity increase today, but thankfully, because of that shear out of the west-southwest and also some mid-level dry air, it should limit that intensity to hopefully just shy of hurricane status. Now, there has been a hurricane watch extended across the Big Bend and western coast of Florida. However, the National Hurricane Center forecast at 11 a.m. does keep it at 70 miles per hour as it is making landfall somewhere near Cedar Key. Now, by about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Elsa's center tomorrow should be over Lake City and continuing to quickly pull away. But before then, it will be bringing us heavy rain and some windy conditions. All right, this is going to be like an extended period of a severe thunderstorm warning that we typically see in the summertime. The core is back over the water now, expected to slightly strengthen. And then remember, Category 1 hurricane cannot be ruled out. At one point, you might remember, Elsa was a hurricane, but then it dropped back to that tropical storm status as it was moving across the Caribbean and, of course, impacted by the island of Cuba. We've got those tropical storm warnings in place for Columbia, Baker, Union, Bradford, also Alachua County. Maybe if you have some kids out in the good old University of Florida. Those yellow areas are where we do have the tropical storm watch. Don't be surprised if those turn to warnings. That just means the forecast is going as planned. All right. Storm surge watches, though, have been confined to the west coast of Florida. So here at home, we are not forecasting the storm surge. It's more of the heavy rain event with the potential for the freshwater flooding. Fun fact here, not so fun for our hurricane hunters, but they actually fly into some of the worst weather that Mother Nature can provide, right? Tropical cyclones. But Biloxi, Mississippi having some really bad thunderstorms out there, so takeoff is another story. They can fly right through the eye of a hurricane, but taking off is completely different for them. So you can see they are en route right now. They will be investigating that storm, and that will help the data kind of get a little bit better idea of what's going on with this system throughout the rest of the afternoon hours. Katie, Keitha?